Everybody and welcome back. My name's Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on Sweet Child O' Mine using Easy Violin tab, which I've got here. The link to print this out for free is going to be in the description directly underneath this video. Completely free, click on it, print it out and everything, and we can get going on that. The backing track is also available, and that's in the description bar underneath, and it's a backing track that I've personally done myself. I've done a more kind of chilled out, kind of live lounge kind of version, more of an acoustic version with piano and a little bit of light drums and everything. So it's going to be nothing like the original. So I have redone the backing track myself. That's going to be available in the description bar. Follow the link directly underneath this as well. And the music here with the tab, which is 2 pages long, follows exactly with that. If you want to hear or see the performance of this, go to my new channel called Alison Sparrow, which is linked directly above my finger here, or I'll put a link in the description bar directly underneath if you can't get annotations on your mobile device. But it's a new channel where I'm putting all my really cool performances on there. But for every performance I do, either on the violin or piano, there will be a tutorial that goes with it on the violin or piano, and that will be on this channel, the Online Piano and Violin Tutor, which is mainly my tutorial channel. So performances are going to be here on my new channel, so please go and subscribe to that. It'd be really cool if you did, help me get that channel out and everything, and all the links will be under there as well. So if you want to learn how to play Sweet Child of Mine, then download or print out your music for free and let's get going. So the first thing you need to do is, if you want to, that is optional, get some dots, put them on your violin. I'll put a link in the description bar underneath as to where you can put those dots, like precise measurements. So you get a ruler, put these on and you'll know where to put them. So assuming that you've done that, you only need to put where the first finger and the third finger goes. You don't need to do anything else. You can do other ones if you want to, but just the first and the third finger is absolutely fine. What I'm going to do is just take you through how I've done the Easy Violin tab. So I'm assuming that you've printed it out because you won't be able to see much from here. It's 2 pages long, and all I've done is just written out all the words to the verses and the choruses, and just put sort of the numbers, which are going to be the finger numbers that you're going to be using on the violin, and then the letters that you've got above it are what string those fingers go on. When it gets more to the second page, there isn't really an awful lot I've done on the second page, because it's just a repeat of everything that I've done on the first page. That just saves me writing everything out all over again. To start with, you've got the intro, which is count to 32 or count 8 bars of 4 beats. That's completely up to you because that's the intro I've put in. I've done the same thing here at the end with the interlude. I didn't really know what to do with the interlude. That's more of the kind of instrumental that you get just before the end, which I did cut short in my backing track a little bit. So I didn't really know how, because there's no words that go with that, I don't think. So I didn't really know how to write that out. So all I've put here is just count to 36. Or 9 bars of 4 beats, or you can improvise something you like and make something up, or just leave it as an instrumental part. Completely up to you when it comes to that part. So I'm not going to play this all the way through today, because you can go and see the performance video of that, and you can get the MP3 of me recording it and the backing track if you want to know how that goes and everything. So I'll just play some of it and explain it to you. The only other thing is that here I've got stretched and back, or S for stretched and B for back. Now what I mean by that is my own personal kind of method of doing that. So stretched, I'm mainly referring to the second finger here. If you had your first finger on the green dot, or the first dot, third finger where the third finger would go. The second finger is, when it's next to the third finger, it's called stretched, because it sort of feels like you're stretching it. When it's next to the first finger, it's back, because you're bringing it back. So the second finger can only ever go in one of 2 places, either stretched next to third, or back next to the first finger. It can't go anywhere else, or it's going to sound out of tune. So that's it. Whenever you see the S, or whenever you see the B, it just tells you whether to be stretched or back. I think that's only on the second fingers, so I think it is actually only on the second finger. So if you see an open string, it's an open string. If you see a 1, it's going to be on the dot, obviously depending on what string it says to put it on, and if you see a 3, it's going to be on the third finger dot, depending on what string. So if I play the start for you, so you've got loads of open strings on the on the A. They're all stretched twos, everything else was just on the dots. Moving on to the chorus. And then it goes into verse 2 again. So like I said, I mean, that's pretty much it. You can just spend the rest of the time just sort of practicing and working that out yourself and everything, you know, and that's absolutely fine. I think don't think there's anything else I need to mention. The only thing is this bit here where it says first half of verse 2 again. In other words, the first 3 lines, and then you move on. So if you just follow what it says here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, it might not be exactly as it's written or as it's originally sung, but don't forget this is my kind of arrangement that I've done with a different backing track. So, you know, it depends if you like the backing track or not actually, but I just wanted to do a slightly different, slightly more acoustic live lounge version than the actual original that this was done with Guns N' Roses and everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Please go and subscribe to my other channel and thumbs up if you like this video and the performance, and I'll see you on the next video.